When I start talking about Klüber, there is a feel of pride. Klüber has celebrated 25 years last year, and we have a glorious history. We have been growing consistently year on year, and I would like to give this credit of growth to our customers who have been giving us unwavering support, to our people who have created this kind of a relationship with customer which helped us in getting growth, to the investment which Klüber has done over the period of time in terms of the infrastructure, modernization of the plant, and last but not the least, the R&D center, which is basically one of the lead centers in Klüber world. So all these investment support helped us to grow year on year, and we have a very good robust growth over the period of time. As we were talking earlier also, that Klüber plant is almost now 33-year-old, and then we have invested in that to make it modernize. That is also now 10 years, and now the time has come to reinvest in the plant and to make it one of the most modernized plant across the Klüber world. And this new plant, we have invested almost more than 140 crore Indian rupees to make it the most modern plant, I will say, where we will have a lot of certifications like IATF, food grade certificates, and also we can make the state-of-the-art products. Most touching topic for me, because sustainability in Klüber, when I say sustainability is not something like a choice or something which we are forced to do, it's part of our life. It's the way we lead the life in Klüber, the way we think about our products, how we run our plant, how we think about the customer. And there are, when I say way of our life, we always talk about two terms. One is, in Klüber we would like to reduce our footprints, and when I say footprints, means reduction of waste, improving our efficiency, reducing carbon emission, also selection of material. So ensuring that all our material selection to the supply chain till the time product reaches to the customer, we are making an effort to reduce the damage to the environment. In addition to the reducing of footprint, we also talk about increasing the handprints of the customer. What does it mean? That we help our customer to meet their sustainability goals. Like we develop products which can reduce their energy consumption, which can help them in utilizing those material which are compatible, compliant, and last but not the least, even many of our top customers, they are actually referring Klüber as a green band supplier in their ESG reports. So this is what is our sustainability in terms of footprint and handprints. But on the top of that, in terms of credentials, we have recently got the EcoVadis Gold Award, and this is 4th time in a row, where this time we are among the top 3%. There were more than 150,000 companies who were evaluated, and we are among the top 3% of them. And that shows that we are walking the talk. So Make in India is, again, we are totally committed to the concept of Make in India. It's also part of our Prime Minister vision to, of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And we are gradually converting our product portfolio into localized product portfolio. So we brought German technology and used that German technology in providing the solution to our customers. Now, gradually we have also started looking at evaluating the local solution for our customer, where we are developing local R&D solution to meet our customer need. And in the last couple of years, we have almost launched more than 100 products which are locally developed, locally conceptualized, and locally manufactured. And these products are not only being helpful to our customers, local customers, but also they are growing across the world because they are really state-of-the-art products, and that is helping us to even export some of our products. Okay, so let me give you an example which is which a layman can also understand, that for a commodity lubricant, the lubricants which are pre-designed lubricant, and they come in the market to the customer, and the customer design their products based on the limitation of the lubricant. So it limits customer innovation. It limits their thought process in terms of going beyond the horizon in terms of innovation. However, when we talk about the specialty products, we use the concept of lubricant pharmacy, which means we understand customer need. We understand what customer is going through, and we try to provide a solution which is tailor-made to customer. So that is the difference between a commodity lubricant and a specialty lubricant, where we actually help customer to think beyond the horizon in order to innovate a product, innovate his own product. And there we design a lubricant which meets or exceeds his requirement. So this is a difference between a commodity lubricant and a specialty lubricant. When it comes to electric vehicle is a altogether different concept which has come in automobile industry, where the engine and transmission are replaced with the battery and the high-speed motors. It also gives a different level of comfort because there is no noise. There is a very high level of comfort. There is very less of vibrations. So when we talk about this overall concept of automobile, it requires a different kind of lubrication practices also, because here one of the major requirement is increasing the battery life, also running the motors which are very high speed motors attached to the wheels, and gaining those kind of torques. So in such kind of a different environment, a normal or a commodity lubricant cannot perform. So you need a specialty lubricant which is specially designed to meet and exceed this new requirement, and there we have a portfolio which can take care of the entire electric vehicle. So when we talk about the challenges the Indian industry is facing right now, is that Indian industry would like to be competitive in the world, because we are totally dependent on our domestic demand. However, the growth which we are expecting to become Viksit Bharat in 2047, we have to increase our GDP rate to a higher number, and that is possible if we increase our exports. To be competitive in the global market, we have to work on higher efficiencies. We have to work on sustainability. We have to utilize the latest tools like AI or digitalization. So these are the challenges which we have to bring in addition to our normal manufacturing practices, our normal workforce practices. But when you ask me about the opportunity, first of all, I would like to say India is in a sweet spot as of now. Because if you talk about the big economies across the world, there are some or other challenges going on. Either a geopolitical situation or some war or some other kind of tensions or some inflations related issues. So across the world there are different issues, and from that point of view India is quite at a sweet spot. India has capability to scale up their manufacturing, and if we bring in terms of our efficiency, the quality of production, and also the expertise, we can be the world leader in some of the market segments. I'll give you an example of this iPhone manufacturing, where we took help of one leading company in the world. We invited them for the manufacturing in India, and that has shown how our exports have grown into that segment. And now India is thinking about inviting the other mobile players in India, and that may make India as a mobile export hub. So the same practices can be followed in textile, in automobile, where India can become a world leader. Klüber is most comfortable when we are talking about the technology, talking about getting expertise which is world class, and competing local products with the global products. And that is where Klüber can help in terms of providing a fit for purpose solution to our local customer, OEMs, which can help them in making world-class products. Because as I said in the previous question, that specialty lubricant can help a customer to think beyond a limit about innovation. And there when you talked about Mahindra and Mahindra, let Mahindra think about what best they can produce, and we can provide them a solution which will meet their requirement. Yeah, so India is one of our countries where Klüber globally would like to invest in terms of the local conceptualization, local development, and finally local manufacturing. So we have a full-fledged R&D center in Mysore, and we have highly skilled R&D personnel here who can not only understand the customer application very well, but convert that customer application or customer requirement into the right tribological solution by using the local raw materials with the German concept. So this is something which we can bring on the table, and we are completely equipped to take care of future requirement in India. And the new plant, the expansion with our plant, we can also manufacture any kind of the most advanced technological product in this plant. So now we have no limits in terms of thinking about what we can innovate and what we can produce. So our major focus in India is primarily in the automobile, which include the auto manufacturers, tier 1 suppliers, bearing manufacturers. In addition to that, we have also big focus on heavy industry, which include steel, mining, cement, power. Then we have a very good business in wind power. Also, we are into the compressor oil business. And last but not the least, we have a special focus on the food industry. When we talk about food, we manufacture the food grade products, and those food grade products can help our food customer to manufacture something which is a world class compliant products in food. Textile is another very big market segment in India. And if I recall my childhood days, one of the areas where India used to be very strong was textile. So from that area to this level where I see textile, whether it is spinning, weaving, knitting, everywhere we have been growing very fast. And the number of spindles which we have added in India, I think that shows that our exports as well as domestic demand both are growing year on year. Also, the industry has got, or the government has got vision of achieving $350 billion of exports from textile. And if we look at that in that particular direction, I think government has taken a lot of good steps. Not only I'm talking about the PLI schemes, but PM Mitra, where there are big textile parks which are coming, and we can scale up our production like the other big countries. Now the time has come when the Indian Indian manufacturer should grow from the yarn to the final products, which is apparel. And I think in that direction a lot of work has been done. I think textile is a very good future in India. So as a conclusion, I would like to say that India is on the cusp of golden era, and there is no reason why the growth which our government is looking at won't come. So India is at its sweet spot. We have a right kind of population which is youth and highly skilled workforce, and we have all other reasons that we can compete with the rest of the world. In this kind of a situation, when we talk about our Prime Minister vision of India being a developed country by 2047, we have to not only see the faster growth, but we also have to see a responsible growth. When I talk about the responsible growth, we have to see that as entrepreneurs, as corporate citizens, how we are responsible for our planet, for our society, and for the future generation which is to come.